And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the aftermath of Ant-Man 3 and how it affects the MCU in Phase 5. Oh, wait, we're not actually talking about it today. We're actually talking about Captain Marvel 2, aka the Marvels, and also we've got some exclusive information on Avengers 5, aka the Kang Dynasty. I don't know if it's exclusive. I've not seen it anywhere else. I do think it's pretty interesting, so we will go over that. So as we know, it's the Super Bowl this weekend, which means allegedly we're getting a trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Apparently, it's an actual full trailer. Also, we're getting a teaser for the Marvels. Also, we're getting another trailer for Ant-Man 3, even though we don't really need it. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on the future of the MCU. We're going to be talking about the new Marvel leaks, which give us a little bit more context of what the freaking hell is going on in that movie. If you could, subscribe to the channel to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, pop culture based videos we do on the daily basis. If you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see that beautiful face behind that beautiful voice. And also, if you could, why are none of you follow me on Twitter? Go on Twitter, WarstuG, follow your boy, because I'm trying to grow my Twitter so people like me over there. I'm trying to be more respectful when I talk to people. So all these Twitter scoopers don't block me. God, the amount of... You know when people send me information from scoopers and stuff, it's always like restricted because they've blocked me. So I'm always like, yo, can you actually send me what it says? It's pretty funny. So, the Marvel's rough plot. So, 60% of the movie takes place in space. Okay, that's pretty much confirmed because the Marvel's plot that we went over, which came out like 7 months ago, literally most of the movie will take place in space. Kamala Khan and Captain Marvel will spice up the comedy value in this movie. Now, I don't mind the comedic value. Just don't go to Thor Love and Thunder's level, then you're all good. Thor Ragnarok level, you're good. In this movie, Monica Rambeau will be seen in a bold look, and Captain Marvel will be given a soft reboot, just like Thor was given in Thor Ragnarok. This next bit you might not like this. If you like Thor Love and Thunder over comedy, then the Marvel is going to be beyond that. Please, no! The original plot didn't seem this bad with the comedic value. In one scene, the universe is being destroyed on one side, and Kamala is taking selfies with the aliens. Now, I get it. She's a teenager. They're going to make her a little bit quirky here and there. But taking selfies with aliens? Really? I guess that's pretty much going to be the vibe they go with her throughout. Only Monica Rambeau remains in serious tone throughout this movie. The events of the Marvels directly lead into the Kang's Dynasty and connect to 838 universe. Literally every movie before the Kang's Dynasty is going to link or directly feed into the Kang's Dynasty, apart from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, because that was finished such a long time ago. It's worth saying that my boy Geeky Cast sent me this information because someone blocked me so I could see it. So yeah, check out GeekyCast on YouTube and on the Twitter sphere. Xandar destruction will be mentioned. The second bangle will be with a Kree, but how they got it is unknown. And these bangles would be called by the Kree an ancient artifact. So that's all the new information from the most recent Captain Marvel 2 plot information leak. Yeah, I call it Captain Marvel 2. It's called the Marvels, but Brie Larson, she's still the main lead in my opinion. So, the original plot leak actually reads like this. Zoe Ashton's character is named Durban. I didn't see any sexual tension, which, believe me, I was looking for it. Comments are made about how Carol is obsessed with Durban, but it's made clear that it's because Carol does not trust her. And it's also made very clear that Carol isn't wrong for mistrusting her. She's quite obviously the villain of the movie, and Ashton is actually the villain of the movie. Durban is the Kree regular leader. No side factions or anything like that in flashback. She witnesses Carol attacking the Supreme Intelligence, and that's her villain origin story. The Kree refer to Carol as the Annihilator, or something very similar, and she does not like that name. So, Daben has one bangle, Kamala has the other bangle, which we've seen in the Miss Marvel TV show. No idea how she actually got it, and it also said in the other league, no idea how one of the Kree got it. She's using it to power a weapon, but she needs both bangles. There is a funny line where Daben demands to know how Kamala got such an ancient, powerful artifact, and Kamala responds, "My grandma sent me it in the mail. It wasn't explained in this rough cut that I saw." But almost immediately, Monica Rambeau, Kamala Khan begin switching places every time they use their powers. Monica is working on the space station Sword, the peak headquarters with Nick Fury, Kamala is at home, and Carol is trying to sneak into the Kree Skrull Peace Summit because she doesn't trust Daben, who is the leader of the Kree. So far, this just lines up with the new information that we went over in the prologue. So Kara starts fighting Kree soldiers and then begins switching places with Kamala and Monica, and the Kree soldiers start switching with her. So at one point, Carol is on the peak with Fury, with Kamala is at the Peace Summit, but Monica is fighting the Kree soldiers in Kamala's living room while Khan's family tries to hit them with broomstick, fights them, runs screaming around. Very funny sequence at the end. Everyone, including Nick Fury, ends up in Kamala's living room, except Kamala. The ending scene in the Miss Marvel show is a direct shot from the Marvels. So I think when the other information went over in the prologue said this movie is going to be Thor Love and Thunder kind of funny, I think it's going to be Miss Marvel TV show level funny, which it's doable. It's not over the top. Carol leaves the house and tries to fly off, but they switch again. Suddenly, Kamala is falling out of the sky, and Fury tells Monica she has to fly and save her. Monica resists, but she doesn't know how to control her flights powers yet. But Fury yells, "Come on, Black Girl magic," and Monica flies up to save Kamala. However, she loses control on the way down. Everyone is screaming, and at the last second, Monica and Carol switch place, and Carol is able to stop before they hit the ground. Fury screams as they are dropping, and the last second, oh, it's just Carol. Anyway, Carol, Monica, Kamala go off to investigate Daben sticking together because they can't control the switching every time they use their powers. It's really not explained except for some allusion to how their powers are all similar or variations of one another. Which, to be fair, you could hypothesize this anyway before watching this movie. They discover that Daben is using a new power weapon to create unstable portals that steal resources, water, air, sun of whole planet. And she sends the resources to the destroyed Hala to rebuild it. She's so far destroyed one planet at the beginning of the film for its atmosphere. She destroyed the second at the Kree Skrull peace talks. And then she goes after Aladna, which Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, she doesn't want to go there. I wonder why she doesn't want to go there. Well, it's actually because she's actually the princess there, as she's married to Prince Yan, an ancient diplomat mistake. Everyone on Aladna sings as a way of communicating. Bree sings, she has a lovely voice. But it's an awful sequence. They realize the planet is Daben's next target, and they go there to help get fighting her, to protect the planet and stop the rampage. The girls bond well before this. In a montage on Carol's ship on the way to Alanya, Monica helps Carol get used to working with Kamala. Carol yelled at Kamala in an early scene because Kamala froze up in a pivotal moment. Monica reminds Carol that Kamala isn't a soldier, and Monica and Carol also have a conversation how Carol left and never came back. All three kind of work through their issues. It's later revealed that Carol did indeed come back and visit Maria more than just once. Prince Yan doesn't have a crush on Carol. He and Carol are married, but Carol and Prince Yan seem to have a very platonic friendship and mutual respect. Nonetheless, Carol is very embarrassed and is very reluctant to go back there. It's played like she didn't understand the custom and accidentally got into diplomatic marriage to Prince at some point in the past. The citizens of the planet worship her as their princess. Prince Yan himself is cool, though, and isn't played as a goofy trope. Though, it is a really awkward, awful sequence, and goes on for the entirely too long. Monica is weirded out by the whole situation. Kamala is excited. Monica asks if Kamala is going to put this in her Captain Marvel fanfiction, and Kamala's like, yeah, sure. Anyway, Carol realizes that she's going after every planet Carol has ever called home. In the act of revenge, Earth is the last part of her plan. Meanwhile, Fury takes the Khan family up to the space station to keep them safe and protect them so he can monitor the situation from up there. A side plot on the space station with Fury. Some tech with eggs inside all the space station machinery. They're all really worried, and some sort of alien attack. The eggs hatch, and it's revealed they're all new-born furkling kittens. Chaos ensues on the space station. Yeah, how Fury got the scar on his face. Alien cats. That's going to be... Actually, that's quite funny. Later, the space station is damaged by Deben when she attacks Earth in the climax. There's not enough escape pods to get everyone off the space station before it crashes. Fury comes up with the idea of feeding everyone on the station to the furkling kittens, then putting all the kittens on the escape pods and getting to Earth safely that way. It's amusing, bizarre, and the whole film is really weird. Tonal clash between a standard Marvel movie and something goofier like The Guardians. Monica and Carol go to Hala. It is raining for the first time on the Hala, and the surviving Kree celebrating because Deben brought atmosphere water back to them. Carol realizes that the Annihilator is actually pretty accurate from their perspective. She destroyed the planet, and the survivors are struggling. She's a great villain in their eyes. She has a moral reckoning. Stopping Deben means destroying Hala all over again. Monica gives her a little bit of a pep talk that basically amounts to, we can't save everyone, we have to let Hala be destroyed again. Carol reaffirms her desire to stop Deben. Now, this is where this plot leak's pretty much over. In addition to Deben destroying the planets, her creation of portals make the universe unstable, increasing the likelihood of an incursion. As we know, there will be incursions throughout the MCU, but specifically in this movie, which is another reason why they have to stop her. An incursion happens in the climax, and incursions are gonna cause a multiversal war. Maybe, we don't know. Carol fights Deben while Monica and Kamala try to fix the incursion. Monica ends up flying this tear into the universe and fixes it on the other side and ends up stuck in the other universe. So, pretty darn cool movie. I don't really think it's going to have a serious tone to it at all, but we do know literally every movie going forward is going to be to set up Avengers, the Kang's Dynasty, including this movie, will set it up as well. So, the other day we got some information saying the incursions in the up-and-coming Avengers film will be between universes 616 and 838. There is an alive, unseen Illuminati member from 838, and we're going to keep revisiting 838, who has a bone to pick with the Avengers. Interesting. Apparently, there could be an Iron Man variant played by Robert Downey Jr. himself, which is pretty freaking nuts when you think about it. So we know Quantum Mania, Loki Season 2, The Marvels, Agatha will all have something to do with the multiverse, breaching incursions, and it will all go towards the Kang's Dynasty. Now, this information here, like, literally take it with a pinch of salt because it's pretty mad. So I was sent this information. So, The Kang's Dynasty is a movie that will focus on Kang's life, how he traveled through the multiverse, how he gathered all his variants in the multiverse. The Conqueror is a title given to him by the Council because he conquered all the multiverse, because he's the only one who reached a whole multiverse. From a man, became a demigod, from a demigod to conquer, from a conqueror to a dynasty. The Ramatut wanted to be the king of all kings. It was revealed and vanished Kang, the Conqueror, through a magical power, aka the Quantum Realm. Kang is defeated by the Avengers by constantly traveling through time. But there's one Avenger he cannot defeat, and that is Iron Man. And that's why he admires Tony's intelligence and made himself a variant like him. They became friends with Tony. Present time, Dr. Doom is coming for Wakanda. Wakanda is falling, massive destruction. The variant, there's 4 variants of Doom is assembling. Who is going to stop his vengeance? Okay, I don't believe this, but let's just run with it. Fantastic Four appeared in Wakanda fighting Doom. I mean, this is in present time in this movie, presumably, if this is real, but this sounds more like, yeah, let's just run with it. Massive destruction from the 4 Doom variants assembled. Who is going to stop his vengeance? The Fantastic Four appear in Wakanda, fighting Victor Von Doom. Winning is not easy, especially when there's 4. Also, magic technology is a great advantage of Doom, especially with all the Vibranium on their side. Mr. Fantastic, we need something that can tear apart his armored body. The Thing, I know who can. The Wolverine. Second fight, X-Men versus Doom. Almost, but not enough. Iron Man superior, Doctor Strange, Kang, Spider-Man, and Avengers came. Doom, this is Doomsday. Okay, I don't actually think that's real, but, you know, I wanted to spin with that. I think it's a pretty cool little fan theory, but yeah, it is what it is. Basically, everything is going to lead to the Kang's Dynasty. Incursion after incursion after incursion will lead to some multiversal war. We can't really talk about what happens at the end of Ant-Man 3 properly. I've done that in multiple videos already. But let me know, are you hyped for the Marvels? And we will be getting a Marvels teaser trailer at Super Bowl this coming weekend, alongside the Flash trailer, alongside probably something to do with Transformers, alongside another trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but it's not really needed, and another trailer for Ant-Man 3. So this video is predominantly being about Captain Marvel 2 and the new information that recently came out. It's apparently clear that there will be an incursion in the Marvels. Realistically, there will be, but it's cool information. I mean, it just backs up the plot leak that we've had for literally like a year now, that 60% of the movie takes place in space. And it reaffirms that one of the Kree people will have the other bangle, whereas Miss Marvel, we know how she got her. Her grandmother sent it to her in the mail, but it is the villain, Ben, that will have one of the other ancient artifacts as a Kree core. So it's pretty cool that I've just ruined the Marvel movie for you. Potentially, because I don't know if it's true. But most plot leaks generally turn out to be true. We'll be going over other Marvel properties other than Ant-Man 3 going forward very soon, especially the next Avengers movie, and a bunch of other movies going forward as well. So look forward to that, and the DC content won't ever stop. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind that beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and I will catch ya in another video very soon. Catch ya later.